Welcome back to 843 TV. Joining us now is Charlie Clark with the Chamber. Good to have you as always, Charlie.
Yeah,
welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
We've been talking about hurricane recovery. What resources does the Chamber have available to help people out?
It's been amazing, as everyone sort of talked about. It's been such an amazing recovery, and I think, often people don't understand that for the Chamber, during an evacuation that happens, we're actually working a storm, because one of the most important things we can do as a destination is, as soon as things are as they are getting back to normal, is letting people know the coast is clear.
Yeah.
The coast is clear.
Literally.
Literally, the coast is clear. And inviting folks back. We've partnered with the state of South Carolina on their Coast is Clear campaign to make sure people understand that. And you would be amazed, we fielded literally hundreds of phone calls, hundreds and hundreds of phone calls from folks saying, are you there? Is everything okay? How are you doing? You look at the resorts who opened up really quickly after, just literally within a week or two after the storm, there were groups coming in and weddings were happening. So just making sure that the word gets out is one of the most important things that we can do. And once the word gets out, that means people are going back to work. All those people that really need to go back to work are getting back into it. So just letting people know the coast is clear is one of the biggest things we do.
Which is a key part of the Chamber's role, is to get that word out.
Absolutely. And working with a small business recovery center that is located in our office. And it has been a steady stream of folks coming in, finding out, as we've been declared a FEMA emergency, that it opens a lot of doors and a lot of resources. Whether you're a nonprofit, if you had a nonprofit event that was canceled or moved, you can actually come in and talk with them and get assistance and coverage. Very low interest loans, as low as 1%, 2%, wow. Even individuals, businesses. So even though it's a little bit of a misnomer, even though it's a small business administration, it's for individuals as well. So folks can just walk on in, no appointment necessary. We have 3 or 4 counselors there working continuously to help folks out.
And now that we are in November, that brings up the State of the Region event. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, life goes on, doesn't it? I think that's one of the biggest things about us being a resilient community is we're moving on, and State of the Region is a cornerstone event. It's been around for so many years, and it's really the community's opportunity to hear from their elected officials what matters and what's important. About 800 people will be there. It's always
big turnout.
Yeah, big turnout, and we've sort of turned the tables a little bit on our elected officials this year. We polled the business community. We said, what are the top 3 things you want to know from your elected officials? And hopefully helping everyone stay on message. And this is what's important to your community. What do you have to say about that? So we'll be doing that as well. And after the election, obviously, it's been a historic election. So we have CNN contributor Bakari Sellers. It's going to be coming in and decompressing that. So lots of new stuff going on with that.
Now, is the State of the Region open to the public?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely open to the public. And I think the 2 days after the election, the biggest thing we're going to be feeling obviously is relief. that is over and we can move past that hurdle as well.
The not knowing is sometimes worse than the result.
So I think it's going to be really interesting to have Bakari Sellers there, who's been on the front lines with CNN as a contributor, but he's also a former South Carolina legislator, the youngest person ever elected to our legislature in history. So he is a rising star in politics, and he'll be talking about the national stage, but what it means for us right here, close to home. So I'll be interested to hear about that.
It's great. So I can't believe I'm about to say that with the holiday season around the corner. It means Taste of the Seasons, though.
Yeah.
And I'm getting hungry thinking about it. So where and when is this year's event?
Taste of the Season. It's coming up first Friday night in December, and we're going to be back at the Marriott. Space sort of dictates that for us. We have 800 to 1,000 people at this event, and it's really sort of become sort of the creme de la creme of culinary events here on Hilton Head Island. It's a place where chefs really roll out all the stops to bring in. It's, I like to say sometimes Taste of the Season, it's all the things you might not ordinarily order off the menu, but you really want to try. So lots of that good stuff. And this year we have, back by popular demand, some really cool things like our VIP lounge. This year will be done by Jay Banks. Jay Banks has gotten involved, so we have the Jay Banks Designer Experience VIP Lounge.
I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, I know, it's always going to be fun. So we have a section of the ballroom if you buy VIP tickets, and those go incredibly quickly, limited amount of those available. You have sort of your own private space and a lounge and a private bar and some fun things happening there. So that's It's always popular and will be really, really good, yeah.
Is there anything new coming up with Taste of the Season this year?
We do. In addition to more restaurants, you know, there's so many new restaurants. Yeah. You look around and so many, we have some great restaurants coming in from Bluffton.
And it's foodie community here.
Oh,
it's total foodie community.
It's such a foodie place. And so lots of new restaurants, which I'm really excited about. And we're also working on acquiring one of the Southern Living test kitchen chefs.
Oh,
That'd be great.
So many people have so much admiration for a good reason for Southern Living and what they do from a food perspective. So we're just going to bring them on in from Birmingham. We're going to hopefully get them here and doing some cooking demonstrations. And so it's just always sort of the unofficial, official, kickoff to the holiday season. And you can also shop till you drop too. We've always got a great silent auction with. It's good to work in hospitality, because lots of folks are willing to do lots of trips and great getaways and airline tickets. So a lot of people sort of start their Christmas shopping at Taste of the Season too.
Yeah, are there any spaces for sponsors still?
There are spaces for sponsors, always open for that, obviously, and restaurants. We normally have about 35 plus restaurants, and it's, chefs, if we all haven't noticed, are a pretty competitive bunch.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
So attendees at this event get to vote on what's your favorite dish and what are you going back to. So it's nice too because it's a one ticket, one price. Taste everything, experience the Joni Banks Design Lounge, learn a few things from Southern Living. It's a great evening, great entertainment.
Now, can you pull out all the stops? Is this like black tie? Can you?
You can, it's holiday festive, as we like to call it in the Low Country. It's just that Low Country holiday festive.
But there's also, the Southern girls wear their pearls and their flip flops.
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
Best of both worlds, right?
Great night for everyone.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here today with us, and thank you for watching 843 TV.
where communities come to speak.